Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you 3 breakout candidates for next year's Montreal Canadiens roster. As we know, each and every year, there's always one player at least that surprises us and really finds their groove. Just an example from last year, I would say personally that Mike Matheson was one of the guys that had a breakout season. I'd also say that Kirby Dach could have had one as well. I thought he was very good and really grew his game to the next level last year. So in today's video, like I mentioned, I'm going to be giving you 3 possible candidates of players who I really think have the chance to grow their game to that extra level next season. But right before I get into the video, if you are new here and you do love Habs news, Habs rumors, Habs content, all of that good stuff, then I invite you to subscribe. I make daily videos and I'm currently trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. So without wasting any of our time, let's get into the video. Alright, so starting up at number 3, this player might not be on most people's list, but to me, it is Nick Suzuki. And I'm saying this because I think he has more in the tank. He's been having great seasons. He really came up to be a very effective and consistent player the past 2 years. But I think there's even more in him, and there's a lot more potential that we could see this year. If you remember, the beginning of last season, for the first 15 to 20 games, he was on pace for a 100-point season. We all knew it would slow down, and it did quite a bit. A little more than we expected because he only ended up passing his season total by about 5 points. Still passed his season total. Great stuff there. But I think this year he could find another groove, and if players like Caulfield and Dach are healthy all year long, this guy could really hit another breakout season, and I could see him getting upwards to a point per game. Keep in mind, he had an amazing season. I'm not taking that away from him. He just didn't have the best teammates, the line mates, continuously shuffling them. It did not help him. And I think if things are a little more consistent this year, we could see a huge difference from last year in Nick Suzuki. Anyways, that is number 3 done. Moving on to number 2. At number 2, I have Samuel Montembeault. In my opinion, Sam Montembeault already sort of made a name for himself last season. He had multiple games that he stole, which was unfortunate for the tank, but good for him. And he looked like an all-around very decent goalie. The unfortunate thing is that there was a couple too many games where he would let in upwards of 6-7 goals. Not that it was totally on him. Our team was dog water. But, this year he has a chance to really look like a possible number 1 starter. I know it's a big gap. I don't think any of us really saw Montembeault as a possible starter. Just kind of someone to fill the gap until someone like Primo grows into a good goalie. But right now, Monty's our starter. He's going to take the net next year and have majority of the starts. Allen's always injured, and in my opinion, Monty's just way better in net. And if you want someone for the future, Monty's going to have to get the starts. So I think this is a real good opportunity for Sam Montembeault to get some good starts in, a lot more consistent starts, and really find his groove. I do think there's a possibility here that he could be more than just a backup in the future. Goalies take a while to develop, and they usually hit their prime around 26 to 28 years old, right where Monty is right now. So yeah, for number 2, like I said, Samuel Montembeault, I really think he's got another banger of a season coming up, and he's going to exceed all expectations. So that is it for number 2. On to number 1. Drum roll, please. At number 1, I have the obvious Juraj Slafkovsky. Now, it's only obvious to the people that haven't written him off already. I personally think he's going to be amazing in the future. Meanwhile, some fans still think we shouldn't have made the pick. But we're past that point now, and we have Juraj Slafkovsky, and I really do think that he is our top breakout candidate next season. I mean, he's just got so many things to put together, so many things that he has to get used to. It's normal for him to not have an amazing point per game season as an 18-year-old coming into the league. It is just not gonna happen. And for him to have put up 10 points in only 39 games, 4 of those being goals, and like I said, I think that's just fine. As an 18-year-old, we can't expect this guy to put up 82 points in 82 games. It just wasn't realistic. But this season, I think he's going to put it all together and really take a big leap in his progression. I mean, he's got the size. If he starts using his body properly, he's going to be a real tough opponent. He's already very quick. If you put speed and size together, that's a dangerous player. And what makes him possibly a next star is that he scores. He has great playmaking abilities. and he's got nice hands as well. All he has to do is continue to put those things together, learn to make the right choice at the right time, and that's gonna come with, just more time. Now he's a year older, he's probably getting more used to his body, more used to the NHL gameplay instead of the European gameplay. It's going to be very different for him. I expect him to have a great season, and I've mentioned it in previous videos, but I could see him putting up 40 to 50 points easily this next year. It is a big jump from last year, but if he plays all 82 games, I could see it happening. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for my 3 breakout candidates for next season. Let me know down in the comments who your breakout candidates are. And yeah, if you did enjoy, don't be afraid to hit that like button and maybe even consider subscribing. With that being said, I'll see you all next time. Take care.